Hi, and welcome to Vet Resources Check-in. Thanks for joining us. We'll spend the next 15 or so minutes talking about some of the reactions and triggers veterans may be experiencing in response to events in Afghanistan and about resources for veterans and their families. I'm Dr. Sonia Norman. I'm a psychologist and I direct the PTSD consultation program for VA's National Center for PTSD. We hear from veterans that they're having a range of reactions to events in Afghanistan. These events may be bringing up new and old feelings. For veterans who served in Afghanistan, current events are certainly very difficult. We're also hearing from veterans who served at other times that they're experiencing a range of reactions too, because events in Afghanistan bring up emotions and triggers from their own service. Here are some of the common reactions. Feeling frustrated, sad, helpless, angry, or betrayed. Worrying about people still in the country, like interpreters. For those who have PTSD, depression, anxiety, or other mental health concerns, feeling an increase in these symptoms. Not sleeping as well. Changing behaviors like isolating more or drinking more heavily. Feeling more on guard or more unsafe. Having more military and homecoming memories. Sometimes feeling flooded by these. And questioning the meaning of your service and whether it was worth the sacrifices that were made. It's very natural to feel painful emotions given all that is happening. While these emotions are hard, it's often best not to try to avoid them, but to feel what you need to feel. This is because for any of us, when we try to avoid difficult emotions, they don't actually go away. Rather, they just come back at us harder. It can help to talk with a mental health provider who can help you process these feelings, but we'll come back to that in a minute. So what are some helpful strategies and resources to help cope with these reactions? Let's start with strategies. Some may be wondering if their service was for nothing. It can help to step back and take in the fuller picture. For example, consider the ways your service made a difference in the lives of others or in your own life. That part is just as true as what is happening now. Now, this moment in time feels like the end of the story because it is the end at this moment, and we don't know the future. But time will march on and things will continue to change. Remember that now is just one moment in time and that things will continue to change. This is not the end of the story. It can be helpful to engage in activities that are most meaningful and valuable to you. These activities could be very directly tied to Afghanistan, like trying to help people still there, or they may be expressing the same value in other ways. For example, someone who values keeping people safe can find ways to express those values within their family or their community. These activities won't change the past or things happening now that you can't control, but they can help you feel like life is meaningful and help to reduce some of that distress. Stay connected to others, especially those who understand. Do activities that you enjoy and that contribute to good health. Limit media exposure if it's distressing. Watch or read enough to stay informed, but avoid doom scrolling for hours on your phone or keeping the news on in the background all day if it's upsetting. That level of exposure isn't helpful, just triggering. It can also help to consider one's perspective on the situation. Some people may be thinking in extremes where they see the situation as all bad or all good. So for example, rather than thinking my service in Afghanistan was useless, consider instead, I helped keep people in Afghanistan safe. So in terms of resources, one thing veterans can take advantage of across the country are self-help tools like mobile apps that you can find at mobile.va.gov/appstore/mental/health. Mindfulness Coach, PTSD Coach, COVID Coach are all excellent stress management apps, and there's many others. Or PTSD Coach Online is a great self-help tool for those who prefer a desktop or laptop experience rather than an app. If you're currently in mental health treatment, discuss the reactions you're having about events in Afghanistan with your provider. If you're not in mental health treatment, reach out to VA, the vet center, or another provider you trust and get connected. There's no wrong time to do this. If you have even an inkling of wanting to talk to someone or to get professional help, reach out right away. I will say that if the feelings you're having feel overwhelming, affect your ability to function at work, at home, at school, or don't get better over time, I highly encourage you to talk with a mental health provider. And the crisis line is here to help veterans. If you're a veteran in crisis or concerned about one, the Veterans Crisis Line has caring, qualified VA responders standing by to help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 1-800-273-8255 and press 1. You can also text them at 838-255. I would encourage you right now to take out your phone and save these numbers as a contact. You never know when you might need it or you want to share it with someone else who's in crisis. So I want to talk a little bit also about how others can help veterans. A lot of people are watching this because there's a veteran they care about deeply and they're looking for ways to help. I want to close with a few words for you. If you're concerned about a veteran in your life, talk to them and listen. You may think you know how they're reacting, but it's best not to assume that anyone is responding in any particular way, but rather ask and listen and find out how they're doing. Also, someone may be okay one day and then have a hard time another day. Maybe they're having memories they weren't having the other day, or maybe they saw something on the news that's triggering them. Continue to check in because how someone feels during this time may change often, and how they respond to you and what they need may be different at different times. If they're open to it, help them engage in the strategies we talked about. And last but very much not least, please don't forget to take care of yourself. What is your reaction to what's happening in Afghanistan? How are you doing? If you don't take time to acknowledge your own feelings, it's hard to be there for someone else. It's hard to really listen and respond to them when your own feelings and thoughts are still trying to make their way to the surface. So veterans, loved ones, I end with be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, connect, and please don't forget, help and support are available to you. Thank you.